Today, July 15th, 2026, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Iran says it's closed. The United States says it's open. Neither statement is true in the way that matters. Tankers are not moving. Insurance markets have shut down the waterway, even where missiles haven't. 21% of the world's oil, the share that passes through a 21-mile gap between Iran and Oman, is not reaching the global market. But this is not a news update. This is a crime scene, because when the Strait of Hormuz closes, the question is never whether the world will run out of oil. It won't. The question is, who gets paid? The Strait of Hormuz is the narrowest choke point in the global energy system. Every normal day, 17 to 20 million barrels of oil pass through it. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the UAE. They all ship through this single stretch of water. There is no alternative route. No pipeline bypasses it at scale. Close the strait and you do not inconvenience the oil market. You sever its main artery. It has been threatened before. 1984, during the Iran-Iraq War. 2011 and 2012, when Iran threatened blockade. Each time the pattern repeated. Oil spikes. Panic sets in. Diplomacy intervenes. Someone walks away richer. But this time is different. July 11th. Iran's Revolutionary Guard declares the strait closed until further notice. Iranian forces fire on 3 commercial vessels. Not warnings, statements. The United States responds within hours. Strikes hit Iranian positions. By July 13th, President Trump announces a 20% toll on all cargo transiting the strait, a proposal that would turn the US Navy into the world's most expensive toll collector. Within 24 hours, the toll is scrapped. In its place, a US blockade of Iranian ports. July 14th. Trump declares the strait open to all ship traffic except for Iran. Iran says it remains closed. Both sides are launching strikes. Nobody can say with certainty whether a tanker can safely pass. Today, July 15th, the strait is neither open nor closed. It is contested, and contested waters are the most expensive kind of water on Earth. When the strait first closed in February, Brent crude jumped from $75 to over $110 a barrel. It took 3 months for prices to begin falling. They never returned to pre-crisis levels. The International Energy Agency reported that global supply partially recovered in June. 4.1 million barrels per day returned as some tankers resumed transit through a fragile calm. That calm lasted 2 weeks. Now, with this week's escalation, oil prices are spiking again. Analysts warn a sustained closure could push crude to $120 or $150 a barrel. The market is not pricing in what has happened. It is pricing in what it now believes is inevitable, that the strait will keep closing, keep reopening, and keep closing again, with prices drifting higher each cycle. But prices do not rise by themselves. They rise because someone benefits from them rising. BP expects higher oil prices to add between $1.8 and $2.1 billion to its second quarter earnings. That is not an analyst forecast. That is BP's own trading update, published yesterday. ExxonMobil and Chevron are projected to report massive boosts, adding to the $30 billion in combined profits they posted in the previous quarter. Commodity trading houses, Vitol, Glencore, Trafigura, thrive on volatility. The wider the swings, the more they make. Hedge funds positioned in crude futures, sovereign wealth funds in oil-exporting nations. The mechanism is simple. Oil companies extract crude at a marginal cost of $10 to $15 a barrel from fields they already own, with infrastructure they already built. When oil sells for $110, the difference, $95 per barrel, is not profit from efficiency. It is profit from crisis. 6 disruption events, 4 months, 6 separate price spikes, each one transferring wealth from energy consumers to energy producers, each one described as a crisis. None of them described as what they actually are, because nobody with the power to permanently resolve this has an incentive to do so. A stable strait means predictable prices. Predictable prices mean thinner margins. Thinner margins mean lower profits. But an unstable strait, one that opens just long enough for markets to exhale, then closes again, keeps the risk premium alive. That premium, estimated at $10 to $15 per barrel, is pure margin. It is not compensation for harder extraction. It is compensation for uncertainty deliberately sustained. The United Kingdom is a net importer of energy. When Brent crude rises, every pound at the pump, every pound on your energy bill, every pound in the cost of food moved by diesel trucks. It all leaves the British economy. The Bank of England's own analysis confirms a sustained $20 rise in the oil price adds 0.4 percentage points to UK inflation and subtracts 0.3 percentage points from GDP growth. Prices rise, the economy shrinks, you pay more, you earn less. UK petrol prices are already climbing in response to this week's escalation. Inflation, which the bank expected to decline, is now forecast to peak above 3% in September. Interest rates, which mortgage holders were told would fall, are holding. The Strait of Hormuz, 21 miles of water, thousands of miles from British shores, is reaching into British pockets and taking money no MP voted to give away. Every closure triggers a wealth transfer, from energy consumers to energy producers, from households to hedge funds, from drivers at petrol stations to shareholders collecting dividends. This is not a natural disaster. It is a geopolitical crisis with a very clear distribution of winners and losers. And the winners are not hiding. They are publishing trading updates. They are revising earnings guidance upward. BP, up to $2.1 billion, added to a single quarter. From a crisis, the Strait of Hormuz is closed as of today. It will likely reopen temporarily before it closes again. The question is not when. The question is who decided that you should pay for every cycle, and why no one has stopped them. Subscribe to Inside the Money Machine. We investigate the systems that control what your money is worth.